Yoichi Isagi, the main character of BLUELOCK, has recently undergone a drastic awakening as of chapter 274. We see from his awakening that his Metavision has vanished and the puzzle pieces have begun to spread over the front of his face. But what could this awakening potentially mean? Does this imply that Isagi's Metavision has evolved and become something new? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be going over my prediction as to what I believe this awakening could mean and what it means for Yoichi Isagi in the future. Before I begin though, I want to talk to you guys about my Discord server called the Neo-Egoist Geeks. On this server, myself and other BLUELOCK content creators can reach out to our community to talk about BLUELOCK, post our theories, and debate each other, as well as display our artwork. It's also one of the easiest ways for you, the viewer, to submit your personal video requests. If that's something that interests you, you can click the link at the top of the description below to join and become a part of the community. And like all of my videos, spoilers for the BLUELOCK manga, specifically up to chapter 274 of the manga, and if you aren't caught up to that point in the series, I would suggest clicking off this video right now because there will be spoilers. Now to begin, the first thing that we're going to be addressing is the catalyst for Yoichi Isagi's new awakening. After being destroyed by Rin and being declared unworthy to be his rival, Isagi charges at Rin with this intense desire for victory. And we get to see this amazing panel of Isagi with his brain and face being highlighted by his puzzle pieces as he declares himself the genius of adaptability. Now, as to not waste anyone's time, I have two predictions as to what this could mean. The first being that this is Yoichi Isagi's true flow state, and two, this is an upgraded and awakened version of Isagi's Metavision. Now let me start by addressing the first point. Flow states in the series have evolved in their appearance and their indication throughout the series. If you want a more in-depth breakdown, you can go check out my vision breakdown video where I go over all of the unique eye designs in BLUELOCK. However, for this video, I'm going to try and keep it simple. The original flow state indication began with the egoist eye, symbolizing a player being locked in on their plays and moments during a game. This was shown in Isagi scoring his goal against Team Y, as well as Bachata's 1v11 performance against Team V. The next stage were the squiggly drawn eyes that we begin to see appear in the U20 match. This was shown with Shido when he scored his Big Bang drive, as well as Aiku after blocking Yukimiya's gyro shot. And the last stage were unique aura manifestations that differed from the traditional aura that the user had. Examples being Rin and Bachata, with Rin's aura being this dark destructive sludge, and Bachata's being this dark and tainted monster covering his entire body. While these auras are still relative to their traditional auras, it's still slightly different. Seen with Rin's original aura being water, and Bachata's monster usually appearing around others, and now it's cloaking himself. Now I personally believe that this is Isagi's true flow state awakening, as Isagi has not only come to understand his ego enough to access this true state of flow, but he has been entering his second stage of flow state more and more often in the series. This final visual of his flow state is taking a very similar approach to Bachata's flow state, as his puzzle pieces are now actually beginning to cover his face and brain. Another reason that I believe that this is Isagi's true flow state comes from his monologue after losing to Rin. Isagi says, "I've got it too, though it's probably different from Rin's resolve. No matter how many times I've lost, even if I die, I've always been reborn and come back." Isagi himself is saying that this resolve, this ego of his, is the same as Itoshi Rin in this state, which indicates to me that this is his true flow state. Now, could this not be his true flow state? Yeah, of course, we don't know. But again, these are just my predictions and my thoughts. But now let's address a second point, that being that this is an awakening of Isagi's Metavision. Before I continue the video, I want to talk to you guys about this video's sponsor, that being Anime Express. Anime Express is a website where you can purchase anime-related memorabilia and attire, such as exclusive figures, jewelry, and some awesome clothing. They aren't limited to just the big names like One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, or Bleach, but they also have things for the BLUELOCK community. Examples being these fire jerseys, shirts, and even this awesome high-grade necklace. When purchasing your products, they're also super clear about the details of the product, so you know exactly what you're going to be getting. What's even more awesome is that when you use the code ARROW10 at checkout, you'll save 10% off your entire order. If that's something that interests you, click the link at the top of the description to go over to their website and check out some of their stuff. And remember to use ARROW10 at checkout to save 10% off of your entire order. Alright, now back to the video. When talking about this new visual for Isagi, I believe that it is an awakening of his Metavision, which I'm coining as OMNIVISION. Now, OMNIVISION works very similarly to Metavision, however, there is an aspect of OMNIVISION that puts it above its previous form. OMNIVISION, the awakened form of Metavision, works in the same way as the previous ability, however the amount of information that OMNIVISION receives is inputted and understood much faster than Metavision. Now this is the point where you hear me out, because it does kind of make sense. From this panel, there is clearly some symbolism on Isagi's brain here, as seen with his hair being drawn white in not just one panel, but in two separate panels during the chapter. Now I believe that this was intentional. We've seen panels with Isagi's brain being highlighted with these puzzle pieces before, with his hair also being drawn white, but I believe that this this was a teaser for this ability in the same way that Metavision was teased in the third selection. Ever since Metavision was coined and integrated into his playstyle during the Manshine City match, Isagi has been constantly improving his physique in order to utilize Metavision at 100%. During Ubers, he trained to be able to use it for 100% of the game, as well as training his body to handle 40% lefty shooting control. And in the latest match being PXG, Isagi had 2 weeks to train and refine his body to most likely improve his left foot to at least 70% power of his right. This is what lets his twin gun volley be such a powerful weapon, because his shots won't decrease in power despite him using his off foot. And because Isagi has been training his physique for the majority of the NAL, I think he's reached the point where his physique is entirely capable of handling Metavision. So in the instance of chapter 274, Isagi's Metavision has actually adapted and evolved to match his physical improvement. With Isagi's increased stamina, he is now able to input and process more information at a quicker rate, due to that being the main reason for the strain on his body when originally using Metavision. In reference to evolution, Isagi can already view over the entire field with his Metavision, but when evolving something about this ability, it wouldn't make much sense to evolve his vision anymore. But his information processing, that can definitely get better. That's why when we see this panel, he doesn't even have the Metavision pattern anymore. It's coming off of his face, showing that this ability isn't just about his vision anymore, it's about his mind. And with Rin recently destroying him and becoming this unpredictable monster, Isagi himself needed to adapt and become a player who can predict the unpredictable by inputting information faster than ever before. And again, this is only possible due to his physical training. Isagi could barely handle Metavision before, but now with his training, he's far surpassed what his Metavision was limiting his body to. So now, his Metavision has adapted to this brand new Yoichi Isagi. And it makes sense because Isagi is all about rebirth and becoming new. His direct shot was insufficient, so he trained his body to shoot with his left. His lefty shot was starting to become inefficient, so now he can fake shots with his twin gun volley. And with Snuffy and Kaiser and Rin being able to out-metadate him or make his Metavision useless, his Metavision has now evolved to where he can now match those monsters. This is why Isagi's Metavision pattern is so unique, because he had the potential to always adapt and become new. When looking at OMNIVISION, we see that the original Metavision pattern isn't even shown in Isagi's pupils anymore. It's around his face and it's around his brain. This OMNIVISION, this true flow state, is what is going to allow Isagi to predict the likes of flow state Rin, a player who was previously unpredictable by Metavision users. But that's simply my prediction as to what this vision style could imply. I hope you guys did enjoy my video and will continue to enjoy them in the future. We do have a few days until the next chapter releases, so let's hope my theory pulls true. Also, I want to let you guys know that in 2 days of this upload at 10 AM on Friday, we're going to be doing our 24-hour BLUELOCK live stream. That stream will not end until my video releases at 10 AM on the following day. To give you just a small hint as to the events that are going to be taking place on that live stream, we're going to be rewatching the entirety of the first season of the BLUELOCK anime, as well as potentially the episode Nagi movie. So it's definitely not going to be a stream you want to miss. Also, remember to use the code ARROW10 at checkout on Anime Express to save 10% off of your entire order. So go check out their stuff. The link is in the description below. For the question of the video, if Isagi gave this new Metavision a name, what would you call it? Leave me your thoughts down below in the comment section. And like always, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe for more content just like this.